Welcome to our channel. I'm Dr. Abby Reed, founder of Sacred Chiropractic and Acupuncture. And in my practice, I specialize in cosmetic acupuncture, which is a non-surgical form of gentle Botox. My whole mission is to help people prevent getting facelifts and to basically lock in today. There are so many things you can do to slow down aging and just age with grace plus glow. In our practice, we really subscribe to more of the French way of anti-aging. There's actually a book that's called French Women Don't Get Facelifts that I recommend every single person to read. But the sooner that you implement some of these practices that we'll talk about, the better. My goal for you is to be a hot, glowing, feeling amazing 85, 90-year-old hiking, feeling your best. So today we'll talk about some facial yoga exercises you can do, the 5-minute facelift with the new face, and then also some facial nutrition that will keep you glowing. So if this is something that you're into, continue watching and we'll dive in. Okay, so let's talk about a tool that you can add into your Slow Beauty toolkit. And what does Slow Beauty mean? Essentially, it's not the quick, easy fix. It's basically about implementing certain rituals in your self-care that you do every single day that over time give you huge results. So one of my favorite tools is the new face. It's an electrical tool that basically conducts an electrical current into your facial muscles and then helps to lift and tone the facial muscles. I always call it basically a steroid gym workout for your face, and it's just such a great tool that you can use. So I want you to think about something based on what literature, what research, what anatomy book that you're reading. There are between 43 and 44 muscles in the face. And if you think about it, if you're not working those muscles out, they start to atrophy and they start to drop. And it's just like any other muscle in your body. So if you're not working out your biceps, you're gonna start to lose muscle tone. If you're not doing squats, you're gonna see, that diminishment of those muscles too. And so I want you to think the same lines with your facial muscles, that these muscles need to be worked out. So what this tool does, it's literally 5 minutes. I have one of the first generations. I'm actually due to get another one. I've had this for maybe 5 or 6 years, but essentially you just turn it on. They send you basically a carrier serum that you put on, and just for demonstration purposes, I'll just go ahead and show you. But basically you're gonna feel a little electrical current and you basically just slide up and you go both sides all through the face. I mean, through the cheekbones, the zygomatic arch, up through the forehead to the hairline. And so what this does is you'll feel, it's almost like little shocks. Like, it doesn't feel amazing, but it's helping to lift and tone. And we just did a little brief one, and can you see there's just a little difference between the sides of my face. So if you run out of serum, you can always just use aloe cream for your face. And I would be doing that at least twice a week. If you could do daily, I recommend that. Also, facial yoga. Facial yoga is so important, and I feel like this is something that has been taught to people in Europe, from a young age, but for some reason in the US, we just don't teach our kids this. So if you could, teach your children now some facial exercises, it can actually help with just stress, tension, anxiety, as well as helping to reduce headaches. Because if you're just constantly overusing your muscles, you're putting pressure through the head here. So from a practical standpoint and a health standpoint, it's not just all vanity. So I really get a lot of people that ask about the lower half of their face. And through these videos, we'll really specialize in different parts of the face as we move forward. But today I want to talk about two exercises that you can do to help lift and tone basically from your cheeks down. And so a lot of people start to get the marionette lines where they just look unhappy. And they are very happy people, but their face is saying another story to the world. And so what this does is it helps to basically lift and tone and open up the face. So we'll get started. So easy. You basically are just going to blow out your cheeks. So pretend like you've got two big gumballs. And what you're going to do is you're going to swish the air from side to side, side to side, side to side, basically to fatigue. So what I want you to feel is basically like if you just laugh so hard with one of your friends and your face hurts and you're like, oh my God, my face hurts. That's the same feeling that I want you to feel. So we're going to blow out our cheeks. Okay, how does that feel? And for the sake of demonstration, I am going to look silly doing a lot of these, but thanks for not minding. So when you go side to side, also swish up and down, up and down. And you can even get in deeper with that by bringing your lips basically under your teeth. And I mean, that's a hard one. That's hard for me even. So I want you to be doing this in the shower every single morning. You could be doing it while you're driving. No one has to see this. But your future self, you're going to thank yourself for doing this. So that's a really great one to help this muscle. And then also what's called baby bird. So the Platysma muscle starts here at the jawline and goes and inserts into the clavicle. And so when people start to get like the double chins or just basically the excess skin, it's just because this muscle has lost elasticity. So to help tone it up, you're basically going to tip your chin up to the ceiling and you're going to do chin-ups to the ceiling to fatigue. So, I mean, visualize the baby bird, but essentially you're going to be lifting and doing chin-ups. So again, do this to fatigue. I mean, obviously the longer, the better. But those are two just really powerful exercises. So let's just go over this here real quick. We've got gumballs and then baby bird. So that's somewhere that you can start as far as a facial yoga exercise routine goes. And then I also really recommend inversion. So anytime that you can get your head below your heart is a very important anti-aging practice that you can get into. So essentially, it's as easy as doing a forward fold and just holding with yoga, basically standing up and leaning forward and trying to touch your hands to the floor and just letting all the blood flow go back into the face. Because that's helping that collagen elastin to stimulate faster. And so forward fold's really good. There's also Waterfall Pose where you're laying on your back and you have your legs up the wall. So you get to the edge of like where the floor meets the wall. Your legs are up the wall. And years ago, I had a yoga teacher that basically said that when she was mad at her hubby, she would go and basically do waterfall pose and it would completely reset her energy, her mood. And I mean, there's so many health benefits of waterfall pose, but specifically with slow beauty and anti-aging, it's one of the best to help get the blood flow and the glow back. So try those 4 yoga moves out. And I think that that's going to really help to supercharge you. Another thing, nutrition-wise, it is so important to keep bone density. So, I mean, a lot of us have heard with anti-aging to prevent basically falls and fractures and all of that as we grow. And especially women, we lose so much bone density after menopause that it's so important to be doing basically low impact exercises, but basically compressive type force on our joints and on our bones, because when you do that, it's helping to continue to build bone mass. And so a lot of aging in the face is caused by loss of bone mass. And so the skin and the muscles have there's like a loss of real estate basically. So there's nowhere to go. And so they start to go down south. And so if you can keep your bone mass really firm and healthy in your face, that can really help you too. So, I mean, the easiest way is just supplementing with calcium every single day. I mean, vitamin K, phosphorus, zinc, those are all really good. But any kind of bone mineral supplement, I mean, Garden of Life has a Grow Bone whole supplement line that is really awesome. And I mean, at minimum, I just feel like you need to be taking a calcium supplement. I mean, no matter what, if you are past menopause, this should be like a daily must. But the younger you can start, the better. So look into that. And also just compressive force to your face, which, I mean, to my knowledge, there's no machines out there that can do this, but the best thing you can do is like literally like squeezing your face and like putting pressure. It's almost just like, okay, this is like a squat for your face. And also compression helps. Like if you're just literally doing this, it's helping to compress those tissues. And then it's flooding them back with blood flow. So, I mean, you know, every day, just like do your facial massage. I mean, I just posted a video on gua sha that's so important, but you want to also be using your hands and use your knuckles and get in with your face. I mean, I always joke, I'm like, I don't know if Mary Kay or who it was that basically said, don't touch your face, you know? So we all like dabbed with our ring fingers, you know, around our eyes to not like drag down and cause wrinkles, but that is the opposite. I mean, you want to be really getting in there and just getting as much blood flow into your face as humanly possible. So I hope these tips helped. If you have any questions, post in the comments below. If you loved this video, I would just be so happy if you could share with others, and would love if you subscribe to us as well. You can find more of our content at Sacred Chiropractic on Instagram. We have a podcast called The Sabbatical. And with these videos, I'll probably be posting twice a month and then doing a podcast twice a month and basically every other week. So anyways, thanks for joining me. And again, glow, baby, glow.